The only time this guy works right here, deer season.
What's that?
I said only time this guy works right here is deer season.
Oh, you gotta feed them. You gotta kill them. You gotta feed them.
Tilling up, getting beans, oats, you name it, in the ground. John's planting his little food plot right now. His little honey hole behind his house.
You need help. Bring beer.
Bring the ox.
Call friends.
Here we got the ox clearing the land, and
safety first.
Look, he doesn't even have those suckers in 4-wheel drive. They're still in 2-wheel drive. So we're down here playing around as John's getting his food plot tilled up, but he's just showing me this track and trail app. Anything that has heat at all, or red, this thing picks up on. So if you're like me or Matt, who's colorblind and have a hard time, I'm shining on Matt to see if anything shows up. So it picks up the heat on his face and the red on his hat. But yeah, if you have problems seeing blood like we do, and you don't have an awesome dog like I have to track the deer for you, which is the lazy man way, this app looks like it'd be pretty slick. So we aren't sponsored by him at all. Like, he just showed me this, but good work, John. Thanks for creating value in our lives.
Yeah, we gotta help the colorblind. The handicap.
Support the handicapped, the colorblind.
Ladies.
I just asked if he's camera shy, so.
Oh, this is, I'd like to buy my cover crop from FS, cooperative, pre-mixed oats and radish. They'll sell winter rye with radish, winter wheat with radish, pre-mixed as cover crops, and then we'll add our turnips and forage rape, our brassicas, and then we're gonna plant some beans in with it just for some more. So easy, cheap. I don't believe in buying seed from like Whitetail Institute. They cost 10 times as much money. I think these are like 30 bucks a bag for a 50-pound bag. You know, the same thing in a 10-pound bag from Whitetail Institute is probably a lot more money. I don't know what it costs, but you know, this is the same seed.
Anything that you rate whitetails on.
Anything with a deer on the bag costs a lot of money.
Yeah, you're way better off going through any agriculture, big ag sites.
You know, and speaking of that too, you know, everybody goes to like Pharmafleet or whatever and buys Roundup, right? Just for glyphosate. Roundup at Pharmafleet is 3 times as much money as if you go to your local co-op and you buy a 2.5 gallon of just Roundup from your local co-op. Will cost you $12 to $15 a gallon versus whatever $40 for a gallon at Walmart or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Huh. We got a nice seed blend going in.
Want this one?
So what do you got going in there?
Pre-mixed, 90% oats, 10% radish. And then you got your knife.
You take it.
I'm gonna add just a sprinkle of turnips. A little bit goes a long ways. And then we'll add a little bit of forage rape in.
Where'd you get this seed done by?
Vondrag. All the small seeds come from Vondrag. Typically I buy everything from Vondrag and Plavel because he deals in a lot of food plot seed. Very knowledgeable, and he'll answer any questions you guys have. But FS is really close to home, like a mile away, and Vondra's 20, so it was easier to get it there.
Platteville, Wisconsin.
Yep. And then go ahead and add your beans. Just give me that bag for now.
There goes the beans.
All right, add some more. Big totes like this work real good.
How big do you think that food plot is there?
1/10 of an acre. Oh wow! All this stuff has has a rating of, you know, pounds per acre, or you know, like a cover crop like this with their oats and radish. I mean, most people would seed that at 50 pounds, you know, 50 to 60 pounds per acre as a cover. You're trying to get some forage out of it. So for me personally, I don't know how long it's going to sit out there before it rains. I like 100 pounds an acre and stuff like this, just because I don't know. And I have heavy deer browse in Crawford County where I'm at. Heavy deer browse. So I like to get a little bit more out there. But overseeding, the biggest thing is radishes get so leafy and big.
They'll block everything.
They'll take all that. They'll choke those oats right out if you get them, you know, too thick. I've had that happen to me multiple times.
So the number one thing you don't go over on is the radishes.
I'd rather see a little bit less seed and let it fill in, versus, that's the biggest mistake in my opinion the guys make, is they've got to have a mat or a carpet of stuff. Well, it looks great when it's a carpet, when it's this tall. The problem is that plant is going to end up being this tall by the time it's all
choking everything else out. Yep.
You know, don't quote me on seeding rate for this, but for me personally, I'd run at my place a mix like this of beans, radish, a little bit of rape, and turnip. I'd run it like 75 pounds an acre. I feel pretty comfortable with 75 pounds an acre.
And we threw probably 100 pounds or so in there. Right here.
Total, yeah.
100 pounds total.
So you're way overseeded, but then again, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how long it's going to sit for.
I think it's supposed to start raining. I think we're supposed to get rain Saturday, though.
It's so wet down there, I don't think it's going to matter.
Now you can't just go over the grass that's down there on the other side with this. The part that you didn't till, now you could just overseed it with the grass.
The
and
beans
stuff, right?
won't grow. I would say
you're
you've
probably
got
right,
you need seed to soil contact. That's your biggest thing. You know,
Yeah.
I would say you're 50. You might get 50%, 30 to 50% of your oats to germinate. If conditions were right, where you were wet for 2 or 3 days, you know. But if you're going to rain and then sit out in the sun, you've got an advantage where you're going to sit wet.
I'm shady.
Down there.
Down in the river bottom.
But if for a poor man's food plot, you know, spray it with Roundup and 2,4-D, wait, you know, 7 to 10 days to let that 2,4-D get out of the soil, and then seed your brassicas, and then even if you mowed right over top of that, that small seed will get down in the ground, or not in the ground, but that it's like mulch over top of it or straw over top. It'll hold enough moisture to germinate.
Yeah.
So that's what I would do there.
Sounds good.
Oh, what else?
All right. Well, there you have it.
More tips.
We're gonna get it down before he gets carried away with mosquitoes here.
And we
in a
need to
little
get
bit.
some food on the grill.
Yeah, there we go. All right, I'm gonna seed it out.